So I'm the founder of Karkhana.io. We are a digital manufacturing platform, and I'm building this company with a vision to bring speed to manufacturing. We've been building in India, and now at a stage where I'm trying to grow the platform, not just in India, but beyond. Let me take you through my journey of building this company. It's going to be 6 years in over the next few months, and as they say, hardware is hard, and that's the hard problem that we have chosen to solve. So what exactly is Karkhana.io? We are a tech-enabled marketplace where we are building a contract manufacturing platform that allows companies of different sizes, be it OEMs or technology companies, to source custom-built parts as well as assemblies from a large network of manufacturing suppliers. And it enables the suppliers to get business matched to the kind of manufacturing capacity that they have installed. I'm going to now, give you some glimpse of how manufacturing supply chain looks like in India. So this is Raj. He's a first-generation entrepreneur who runs a CNC machining shop in Pune, India. And he's been doing that for the last 12 years. Currently, his shop does a revenue of about 1 million USD, and he employs 25 people. But during COVID, his capacity utilization went to half of what it was prior to COVID. He's been trying to grow the business and bring it back to pre-COVID times, but it has been significantly hard to put together a sales and business development team. On top of that, and as Paula mentioned, access to debt from institutions like banks, etc., is not very easy in India. And that's one of the problems that Raj faces, is to have enough working capital to fuel his business and grow it consistently. So Raj is, one of the 2 million micro and small manufacturing companies in India, what we call MSMEs. And most of these companies today run with less than 60% utilization on the installed capacity. Most of them lack skilled manpower to run the factories. They would have a lot of machine operators, but when it comes to technical talent that can consistently build new and innovative products for the customers, that's something there's a huge scarcity of in most of these factories. And a large part of the business for these factories depends on a handful of customers. And if any of these customers sort of scale down the demand, that brings the business to a very serious issue of capacity utilization. So it's sort of a vicious cycle. And also, one factory would have expertise in one kind of manufacturing process. If a factory knows how to build metal components, they will be building metal components only. If a factory builds plastics or electronics, that's their area of expertise. Most of these factories do not have the ability to build a complete product. And that essentially also necessitates the need to have a large number of MSMEs doing some bit of product development and product manufacturing. So now talking about what role do we play in this ecosystem. So here, Karkhana.io acts as a bridge between the OEMs that form the demand side of our platform and the MSMEs or micro and small manufacturers that form the supply side of our platform. And we enable the OEMs to manufacture and source through the MSMEs, but obviously taking into account that there is lack of technical manpower at the factories that OEMs are looking to source for. we act as enablers to strengthen this relationship, and we add value in few key areas, essentially taking up the heavy lifting of technical value add to the manufacturing process, starting from being able to organize the designs that we get from OEMs and be able to provide a commercial estimation of manufacturing to them, what we call, the costing process. Second is building a system through which right kind of supplier is matched to right kind of product that needs to be manufactured. So we built a platform that allows to filter who would be the top 5 manufacturers that should be building a product X. Third, and most importantly, because of such a fragmented nature of manufacturing, the ecosystem tends to be very open. We were talking about penetration of data and digitalization in the factories, but most of the factories today in India are not connected to the internet. Most of these factories would have one computer in a corner, which is not connected to the internet and will only be used by probably the factory owner. It's not the machine operators who are recording data of what they're manufacturing. So being able to track what is the reality at any shop floor requires a lot of micromanagement if an OEM had to do it directly. And this is an area where we are adding a lot of value and building a system for project tracking and bringing more and more transparency to the way things get manufactured. And fourth important area, because we are taking up outsourcing of manufacturing from OEMs, is taking also ownership of quality, making sure that all the products that our ecosystem of suppliers builds gets the quality right the first time, and taking that responsibility on our platform. So it's not just an open marketplace or a software solution that we are providing here, but it is a strong mix of, I would say, engineering and sourcing talent combined with the digital platform that acts as an operating system for factories, makes it easy for them to record data for everything that they are manufacturing and be able to transmit that data in a structured format to the OEMs who are choosing to use this platform to build their products. These are some of the customers that we have been working with, and they span across multiple product categories. But I would say that the top 4 categories today that we built for are highly tech-enabled products, starting from battery packs and charging infrastructure for mobility, but also extending for renewable energy sector. Second is consumer products as well as IoT-enabled devices for industrial use cases. Third is medical devices and medical equipment. And fourth is robotics and industrial automation. Each of these products require a high degree of precision manufacturing, electronics, and integration of both the types of technologies to come together. So these were the 4 sectors that I was talking about. And over the last 1 year, we have seen tremendous progress on the platform and how our business has grown. In terms of total value of goods that we have manufactured, we have gone 5x, starting from 1 million a quarter to almost 5 million worth of goods a quarter. And also grew our supplier base from 200 odd suppliers and multiplying it by 3x to 600 suppliers in our network. And core capabilities that have made this growth possible has been one, shifting or I would say augmenting our capability beyond mechanical components and learning electronics integration as well, and building a supplier base for electronics. And that has enabled us the ability to not just source mechanical components, but take up complete contract manufacturing for electromechanical products. And third thing is that building a large enough supplier base that has allowed us to go from not only small batch manufacturing, but take up large volume production. So these three areas of growth or I'd say effort have led to the kind of growth we have seen and the traction that we have seen on the platform. Additionally, today, I'd say if I have to talk about what has been the direction in which we are heading as we move forward to continue seeing this kind of growth. One is, building engineering capability ourselves, though we are a manufacturing platform, but because engineering and ability to source from right kind of supplier partners forms a core strength of our platform. Building our own engineering capability and understanding of the product categories that I spoke about is extremely crucial. And that's what we have been strongly focused on. Second is that now with the ability to combine mechanical components with electronics, it has given us the ability to build full products, what we call box build solutions. And third is building very strong strategic partnerships. What I mean by that is that given the micro and small suppliers form the backbone of our platform and enable us to deliver what we deliver, we are building strategic partnerships where we are able to have a captive capacity. What that means is giving a guarantee for filling up their capacity and meeting that guarantee, which essentially means that they can rely on us on Karkhana.io to grow the business for them and do not really need to develop their own sales and business development teams. So we're doing this across products like batteries, across chargers, across IoT products, and this is going to grow continuously over the next few years as well. Today,
I'm going to have to ask you to end up pretty quickly.
Yeah. So today we have 500, as I said, 600 MSMEs in our network. We work with 90 plus OEMs and have been growing 20% month on month. And over the next year, we see ourselves growing another 3x. And some of the important parts of this growth would be increasing capacity continuously, but also building a playbook to supply outside India. And core geographies that we would be focusing on would be US and Germany. And that's been one of the reasons that brought me to Bay Area and explore hardware ecosystem here. So yeah, over the next 3 years, we believe we'd be digitizing 3,000 plus such factories and creating an overall value of $500 million. So just one thing, because we are building in a very hard industry, one of the major learnings for me has been that there are no shortcuts to solving hard problems. And we have also taken a long route to get here. And given the power of digitization today in India, there is no better time to build locally and then expand digitally. Thank you.